Okay, today we're going to learn the halacha if you're allowed to interrupt, to talk between the Tkios. So the tool brings like this, and Tov Kuf Tzadik Beis, like this. Im soch ben Tkios de Miyoishev, v'achar shegomar de Miyoishev, koidem lo'osan de Me'oimed, shemal seder ha-broches, and tzorich lachzor ulevorech. If somebody, after the bracha, that's called Tkios de Miyoishev, that before Musaf would do Tkios, and he heard all the Tkios, and he finished the Seder of the Miyoishev. So he said before they did the next Tkios, he spoke in between the Tkios, the Miyoishev and the Me'oimed. He says, Enter Lachzor Levorech. You don't have to say bracha again. You could continue, even though you interrupted with speaking, you could continue doing the Tkios and you semech and the bracha you made before, or you heard before, Umiu. That's the punchline of today's halacha. Umiu, yesh ligor v'mishim asiyach. Somebody talk, we have to rebuke him, ligor. We're going to soon see what's the pshat, lig oil, georo, to scream, to yell, meaning to rebuke. What do you mean? What the meaning of it? Loshna tekev, loshna tzibur. That doesn't make it who interrupted, whether the tekeh himself, the one said the bracha, or the tzibur, the listeners, that didn't say the bracha, they're just listening to the bracha and the tkiyas. She'enu bracha litkel, lishmaya kol shofar. The bracha is not to do tkiyas, to hear kol shofar. So we're all the same. The Baal Tekeya and the tzibur is the same over here. So we're all equal about the Baal Tekeya, the Shomim, so we're not allowed to interrupt. Really. If you interrupt it after the first batch of the Tkios, the Miyoishev, we don't have to say bracha, but there is a geora, there is a rebuke. But that's what the Tur brings. Now, the Beis Yosef, he says like this. This is what the Tur says over here, at the Rif and the Rosh. They both say that, B'Shem Reish Mesivto. They bring this from the Reish Mesivto, that's how it has to be. That if you talk, you get a geora, you get a rebuke. However, then he brings the Ran, and he says the Ran disagree with him without getting the Arichos Advarim. Yeah, he says there's no need to rebuke to give him a geora. He says Lamaisa, he says it's better not to talk. It's maskim, but he says imloin nimnu and gearin bond. The disagreement between the Ran and the Riv, the Rosh, and the Reish Mesivta, that's the original person said that he deserves a geora, a rebuke. The Aran says no, rebuke he doesn't deserve. Better not to talk. If he talk, there's no geora. Now, what they're arguing about? They all ask him to talk. You should not talk. Try not to talk until you finish all the listening to all the tkiyos. They're arguing. If you talk, the both ask him better not to. If you talk, what to do? The Reish Mesivta and the Riv and the Rosh and the Tur follow him, saying you have to rebuke him. The Ran says no. It does not rebuke. It looks like it's the legabe, the interruption, and the tkiyos itself. Really, there's no machlokes better not to it can rebuke. So I'll tell you, it's this really a big. It's not a small machlokes whether you have to rebuke him. It's a big machlokes. I'll tell you why. Later on in Siman Tov Reish Tzadik Gimel Hilchas Megillah, we have a similar thing over there. The two brings over there legabe interrupting after reading the Megillah before the last bracha after the Megillah. It brings like this the two. And the Reish Tzadik Gimel. Ubala Dibros Zal Kosa Mistabra Kiman Shebroch Achroina Biminhago Talio Biminogo Talio Milsom. Broch after Megillas Esther, it's a minhag whether you say it or not. It's not halacha. And ligor b'mishesoch b'kriosa. If somebody interrupts before Broch Achroina, the middle of Kriyas Megillah, somebody interrupts, you don't have to rebuke him. He says the lavav sokehi. It's not called a hefsek because what's a hefsek? For example, before when he said Baruch Shomar, before Pesukah de Zimra, then you have Brocha Achroin of Baruch Shomar, it's Yishtabach, at the end of Pesukah de Zimra, that between the two brochas, you do hefsek, you're not allowed to do. It's have to be one package of deal, one batch. That's interruption. Since by Mikra Megillah, the first bracha you said and you read, the last bracha, it's not necessarily you have to say it, it's just a minhag. So it's not called one batch. You're allowed to interrupt. If somebody interrupted, better not to, you don't rebuke him. The Tur disagrees with the Bala Dibrei says, the Kevan Shumavorach, since we do say bracha after the Megillah, Tzorich Shalom Hafsik, you cannot interrupt. The Mayin of Kamina, the Talib Minoga, Sof Sefu Mavorach, Lamaisa, you say bracha at the end. So he says, since they say bracha at the end, it's one package of deal, so you should not. And in Ma'ila Mashma, you get the geora, you get the rebuke. Now, what's the geora? What's so special about this rebuke? The Bach says very, very important thing. Kloimar and lig or boy, according to some saying the Bala Dibros. It's according to the Bala Dibros that if somebody says interrupt before Bracha Achrona Mikra Megillah, you don't have to rebuke him. He says and lig or beshu avarian. The Bach says Geora meaning not just telling him, oh, you're wrong, Yankele, don't do that, No, it's chaz v'sholem in shamayim. If he deserve a geora, they put him in nidui. Nidui meaning he's excommunicated. They don't listen to his prayers. So, especially Rosh Hashanah, who wants to be in nidui? They should not listen to his prayers. He says, "Mi uvada yesh ligor b'mitzad zeh kivan sheyicham and live a mitzvah." You have a mitzvah and you're not doing kavanah. You deserve, according to the Bach, you deserve geora, meaning you deserve a nidui. Yeah. So this, according to this, I just want to bring from this Bach and Tartag that nidui geora. It's not just a rebuke or yell at him. This is a serious business. You get into a nidui over there. Chaz v'shalom. If you deserve a geora, you get into a nidui. Now, similarly, what we get to take A for the Mikra Megillah, B for not to interrupt, try not to interrupt by talking between all the Tkios, because according to some, it deserves geora. Ran argues with them, but according to the Reish Masifta, according to the Rif, the Rosh, the Tur, it deserves geora chaz v'shalom nidui. I'll tell you, the Ma'aseh that applies this halacha on a daily basis. In Siman Kuf Kuf Chav Dalet, halacha Zayin, the Mechaber brings lo yasiach sichas chulin b'shor sheshliach tzibur choizer atfila. We should not have any idle talk. But chazar tashat, meaning if it's something urgent, that's okay, very urgent. If not, you should not speak anything idle talk during chazar tashat. If somebody did speak during chazar tashat, it's a big avera. He says, boy. According to this, it's not just we rebuke him. According to the Bach, God forbid this man that talks during chazar tashat, he gets into nidui. Nidui meaning they excommunicate him. They don't listen to his prayers. So if we don't want that, wherever Chazal telling us don't talk because geora, according to the Bach, that geora is nidui. So to be very careful again. If it's urgent, okay, it's urgent. But if it's not urgent, all these places during Chazar Tashat, by Mikra Megillah, during Tkios, we should try not to talk, and that would do the mitzvah properly.
But if you're still in tefillah, you're davening, should you